Hi everyone, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having an amazing day. And I know you're having an amazing day now that you're listening to this presentation. But now we're going to be continuing our series. We talk, a lot about the life path and day. And now we're going to start journeying to the personal year and month of these numbers. And I'm also, as you can see, if you look at the presentation here, I have everything laid out to you. It's pretty much a cheat sheet. So if you can study this and then do some further research, this is pretty much everything you need to keep yourself in alignment, daily. And over time, using the universal law of correspondence, okay, cause and effect, every day with all your actions, you're going to reap your rewards and your fruits of your labor. Okay. But today we're going to be going into the personal year and month number one. So if you are a personal year number one, or if you're new to this channel, with Food for Your Thoughts, welcome aboard. If you've been listening, to the content for a while, thank you so much. But now we're going to be continuing to learn with each other and dive deep into these numbers. And before we begin, why am I sharing this? The reason being, a lot of people are having questions right now. They're seeing so many synchronistic events in their lives, especially with these numbers, with nature, with pretty much everything. And a lot of people have questions. And I've been dealing with this stuff my whole life. From the time I came out the womb and I could really, see what's going on. I've been tracking numbers, nature, I mean, you name it. And I'm at the point where I feel that, hey, it's time to share and help others really get back in tune, back in alignment with themselves. And that's what it's all about. And divine alignment. And that's what we going towards right now. That's where we at. We're at divine alignment. You have no other choice. So we have to raise the frequency so we can get ourselves back in tune with ourselves and with nature, with God, source, and the universe. Because you are the universe. Okay. So, but again, number one, this is all about you. So let's go ahead and have some fun real quick. So today we're gonna go ahead and break down a couple things. Um, and a great teacher always going to leave you some resources, some references, so you become your own expert. That way you can further enlighten other people along your journey instead of being, hoarding all the information and turning this into just a business opportunity. Okay. Because remember, when you're under universal law, when your intent is not right, there's a price to pay. Okay. So make sure your intent is pure, is truthful, is balanced, is from your heart. And that way, when you do get these rewards, you're going to love them. You're going to appreciate them. You're going to be grateful for them. And then it's just going to pour into you more and more and more as you continue to plant these seeds, guys. All right. But as we continue, so what are we going to cover today? So we're going to, what to expect in a typical personal 1 year and a month. And then I'm going to show you, we're going to go over, I have this personal year chart. We're going to go over how to line your numbers up. And also, I'm gonna tie things up into a nice little bow, and tap into the surface level with this zodiac wheel here, because everything works together. Everything's connected. Okay, my belief in knowing through my own intuition and the knowledge of my ancestors. I mean, everything is interconnected. There's there's no separation at all, other than the mindset. Okay. But the thing is, we're going to cover that, how to, tie everything together and really utilize these tools again, because this is not religion and this is not a cookie cutter recipe here. These are tools that, that we can use to really bring some balance to our life and really help people live healthier lives too. All right. But going further, we're going to break down this wheel. We're going to really show how everything is interconnected, the oneness. And really, that's why I say, don't just study one thing, because one thing, what they would do, they would really put you in a box and you'll become a master of one thing versus, being that divine fool, right? The divine fool studies everything because he realized like, hey, I don't want to, I like to, play with everything instead of just playing with one toy. So what I'm saying is go back to that childhood curiosity instead of being the adult where you just, stubborn and stuck and just with one toy and you didn't master that. Can't nobody tell you anything about it. And then, you seeing people around you, like shooting up, with progress and growth and personal development. And you wondering like, why is your life is at a halt? Because you refuse to grow. All right. So um, the moral of the story is, no matter what your age is, everybody can learn something new from anyone. Okay. So always have an open mind, be open to receive, because the truth can speak through anybody, even a child. Okay. So I'm speaking from experience here. All right. But also I want to give you a couple cheat codes. And I've been mentioning in some of the previous presentations, really put some effort into doing some further research. I have a number index down below, and I also have some additional references too. And I will be very intentional with mentioning, please study the 7 Hermetic principles, early in the presentation. And I'm not going to waste you guys' time, and with any of these tools in the advice or things that I'm mentioning in these presentations, put it to work for 90 days. Okay. The universe works in cycles. So, you got this 30, 60, 90-day deal, but, 30 days will give you that new habit. 60 days, you'll see some more fruits, but that 90-day, that's when you really see what's really going on. And you'll use that time frame to make any kind of refinements, or you need to tweak it. Okay, make some correction, because you should know what works, what doesn't work, and you can make some adjustments. So make adjustments to the things that are working, and how can you make that better, and just repeat it and take action. You have to take action. Okay, so number one, why is this important to you? So this personal year and month number 1, the theme for you this time is all about planting seeds, rebirth, beginning of an era, and getting those plans and goals together, because you did a lot of reflection, coming from last year, which was a personal year number 9, because you learned a lot of lessons, man. But this year is a new beginning, so please, embrace embrace being courageous, being open, and also initiate new ideas. The energy this year of a number 1, because it's fire, is right behind you and supporting you with these new directions and self definition. So follow your dreams and begin, really building what motivates you. What's your passion? And the thing that that you're passionate about, it doesn't have to be popular. I'm speaking from experience. You create your own reality with your thoughts, words, emotion, beliefs, and actions, and that's going to equal your results. Okay, so remember, your thoughts, words, belief, emotion, and actions, that what really gets everything generating in this reality here that we call planet Earth. Okay, so if you haven't heard this before, you know listen to me. This is part of the universal laws here. And this is what some of the most powerful people on the planet know, but they won't teach you this, because if they did, you wouldn't need them anymore to go work a job or anything like that. Okay. I hope that makes sense. All right. But number 1, this year it's all about manifesting and attracting what you really want into your life, and really utilizing the 7 Hermetic principles, hint, hint, and that universal law of correspondence, which is the cause and effect and the reaping and sowing that most Christians believe in, but they don't utilize the cause and effect, reaping and sowing. They'll say it, but they don't utilize it. But you this year, number 1, you're gonna put that thing to use, because you learned some tough lessons during last year. And like I have down here at the bottom, you're gonna use your past mistakes as fuel. Okay, listen to me. You're going to use your past mistakes as fuel, and don't repeat them. Okay, a hard head make a soft ass. Okay, so please don't repeat them. But just to elaborate, before we kind of break down the numbers, I'm going to do this in each presentation. I'm not going to be so elaborate elaborate at the beginning, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break down the chart, the personal year chart leading into the zodiac, so it can make further sense. Okay, but I want to make this presentation giving you the information that you need, that you can get results today and you can really put it to work. Okay, and then further in other up and coming presentation, I'm gonna go, adding more and more. Okay, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. All right. So just to talk a little bit more about this year, number one, this is new challenges for you, and don't be afraid to extend yourself in a direction you wish to go in. Again, now you'll be fully supported by the energies of the universe this year, and not in a time, this is not a time for you to wait around, because you could really miss out on what this year has to offer for you. Number one, number one personal year. So you are really, so what's happening here, you really setting the pace for the next 9 years during this personal year number one. I repeat, personal year number one is all about setting the pace for the next 9 years. So make sure the direction that you choose in this year is the direction that you really want for your future. Okay. Now, if not, side note, if you do find some stuff, like I said before, refine and repeat, but you need to stay in alignment. All right. Long as you adding value to the planet, to nature, to mankind, all right, to the world, however you want to phrase it. All right. Long as you giving something good back and you're not hurting anything, you know, everything's going to line up for you, but you have to plant those seeds and take action, okay, during this year. And make sure you write these things down and know exactly where you're going, because this is a year where you're going to have a lot of distractions and people are going to pull you in different directions. Okay. So, but another thing you need to remember is, it's a new beginning of a 9-year cycle, and things that have, concerned you for the past decade or longer, they no longer matter. Okay. Now, in fact, you may find, your priorities have changed altogether, like I mentioned to you before, because, coming back from last year, I mean, you went through a lot of stuff over the past, 10 years. I would say probably over the past 5 years, because, that 5 to 9, that's that tipping point, and you really see what's really going on. Okay. So you done learn some tough lessons and you know better, because you're going to do better this time. Right. But remember, disappointments from the past simply don't matter anymore. And you have bigger fish to fry this year. This is a number one personal year for you. And any work that you do during this year sets the tone and the foundation for the next 9 years. Okay. Now this is the time to really decide, what your goals are. Take action on them. Take action. All right. You're going to get a whole bunch of ideas. Okay. And coming your way. They're going to be launched at you left and right. You're like, oh my God, what? Like, man, I never thought of that before. Write these things down, you know, and act on them. Don't just blindly go out there and just take action, but think it over. Okay. Now, this is a time to really decide what your goals are and act on them. And now it's also a time to control your life. All right. The last 5 years, I know it may have felt a little bit out of control, like things weren't really lining up for you and you was kind of winging it. You may have some things going your way, but at the end of the day, you really didn't have that control that you desired. Okay. But this is a time for you really to take the bull by the horns, so to speak, and take control of your life. All right. And you must take responsibility for yourself. Okay. You can't blame anybody. I mean, this is your life. You can't blame your parent, can't blame anybody. I mean, it's time to take responsibility, and responsibility means responding to your ability, and trust that you have the proper insight to call the right shots, which you do, because you're a big baller shot caller. Okay. Now, remember, during this year, a lot of people going to be coming to you with information. So you're going to take some advice, but really think it over to yourself before following it through. All right. Really, if it seems wrong, just really trust your instincts and follow your intuition and your heart, and you'll know what's right for you. again, so you're gonna, a lot of people gonna give you some advice this year. That's what a number one person year is all about. The universe wants you to win. So you're gonna, stay in alignment, knowing that hey, the opportunity is gonna come. And I'm gonna be open to receive these messages, even from strangers or people that don't look like you. Be open to receive these messages. However, all right, you need to think these things over to yourself before following anything. If it seems wrong, trust your instincts and follow your heart. You will really know what's right for you. Now, a number one personal year also is a very powerful year for adjustments. And, as would be expected after a dynamic year number 9, it is a year of new beginnings and adjustment on all levels. Okay. And it's a time to gain the inner strength, the courage, the commitment, and also just having that purpose, knowing that, hey, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm here for. I know what I'm supposed to do. And that's gonna light a fire under your ass, okay? And it's gonna keep you motivated because by you knowing, where you're going, people can't take you off your own path. I hope that makes sense, okay? That way you become your own guiding light as the world turns. Now, all right, but as we close now, you can throughout this year you're gonna have a lot of feelings and want, isolate yourself. You want to be alone. And, when you get these feelings, this year, really it's okay to feel this way. But when you do, that's just a clear sign that you really need to go within. You haven't been meditating or you really haven't been connected with nature and really just, letting your thoughts just, come to you without forcing everything, So my personal recommendation is just, there's no clear cut guide to meditation, but it's all about breathing. Just take deep breath, deeper breaths than normal. I would say deep, breathe in, you know, between 3 to 5 seconds. Hold it. Hold it for 3. Then you're going to breathe out for 3. And then you're going to hold it for 3 or 4 or 5, however you want to do it. But this is when you feel like that, tap into your breathing and let thoughts come to you. Okay. You don't have to close your eyes. I realize that if you can tap into your spirit, that breath, okay, that's one of the highest art forms of meditation, man. If you can tap into that breath or just getting in nature, taking your shoes off, grounding yourself, putting your feet down, or just, watching, the elements, just feeling the breeze, the sun, feeling the sun on your skin, really tuning in to what's really going on while you just sitting still. And what'll happen is, that inner voice will kick in, the inner oracle will give you some clear guidance, say, hey, Chris, or, you've been doing a great job. Stop being so hard on yourself. This is a very new beginning for yourself. This year, you knew last year that some people um want said they wanted to help you, but they really didn't have your best interests at hand. But you have a fresh set of eyes and you know better and you're gonna do better this year. And that inner oracle gonna tell you some cold stuff. I mean, straight to the point. It's gonna give you that tough love that you need. And it's all it is you. It's it's you, your higher self. It's the source, so you talking with yourself, connecting with nature, and really listening to taking these ideas, or they call them downloads, and really, brainstorming, and then the next step is to take action. All right. But, as I close again, with this year, it's all about being wise, and taking action and initiative. And remember, that and taking, complete control of your life and make sure you hit, keep yourself going in the right direction of your choosing. All right. So remember, you're going to have a lot of distractions this year. Personally, you're number one. People know they can feel your energy. Got to be honest with you. They know, there people in your reality know that you in this heat energy, they can feel it. And they know that you really open for some new ideas. You want to, change some things in your life, and you can be a little bit gullible. All right. during this time frame, because you got screwed over, or things didn't, go out right, turn out right the last 5 to 9 years. And this is a new beginning for you. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, you're gonna do great. You're gonna do better than you think. I promise you. As long as you take action, refine and repeat the process, you're gonna do way better than you think. But if you are a life path number one, and you are in a personal year number one, this, it's just gonna be a powerful indication that you're gonna have so many new beginnings and synchronistic experiences. You know, I mean, each and every day, you're going to just have these events, if you're open to receive. But along with these experiences, that these are going to be life lessons too. Okay. And just remember, your thoughts, words, emotion, and actions always going to yield your reality and your results. Okay. So, and remember, your experience a life lesson to test you and for you to pass and to enable you to progress positively along your path. Again, your experience a life lessons to test you for you to pass to enable you to progress positively along your path. I'm going to tell you one more time. The reason why you're here right now, listen to this presentation, because you really want to know what's going on, and you really want to add some more balance to your life. And you done tested everything under the sun. And, some things probably work, but it's not consistent. And you're looking for something that's going to bring some more consistent, results into your life. But at the end of the day, this is your life lesson. You were meant to, watch this presentation at this time, and for me to deliver the message to you. And at this present time, all you have to do, I'm just reminding you, you are my reflection. I'm a reflection of you. Okay. I'm just reminding myself and you to go ahead and take action. Be great. Stop lying to yourself. Be great. All right. And as we close, let's break down these 3 charts real quick so you can start doing some more, do your own homework and start really getting this thing down for yourself. Okay. But paying attention to the chart here, simple breakdown. So, we did the, date, month, year. So let's, for the sake of training, the personal year came out to be a number 1. That's where we at. All right. So you're number 1. All right. So you find your number up here on the chart. And the next step is we need to find a month. Okay. So right now we're in the month of November. Right. So the month of November, it's a personal month, number 3. Okay. So, but this year, number 1, personal year number 1 for the month of November, that month is an actual month number 3. So even though, you're in this personal year number 1, which all is about new beginnings, leadership, taking initiative, fresh start, being open to receive new ideas, this month here, you'll be doing that. Plus, you'll be working on that throat chakra. Okay. You're going to be doing a lot of talking, or you're going to be teaching. You're going to be sharing some ideas. You're going to be collecting information. You're going to be doing some expansion, growth, thinking about some business ideas. That's what's going to be happening right around here. Or if you don't take any action, you won't see any issues with it, but opportunities will present itself. Mark my word. All about communication. People going to want you to talk more during this time frame. That's how the universe works. All right. But leading on to is going to lead you into next month, just for the sake of training. You're going to, from this point here, from, all your communication and expansion is going to lead you to make further, setting, building solid foundation, planning, setting goals, setting further goals for more expansion. And at this point, you didn't, built some things, and you want to add some more security, because now you have that faith and trust and your purpose and soul mission, and it's going to lead you to this next number 5. All right. But without getting too far off track, let's take the zodiac wheel, as we close. Same thing, so we're in the personal year number 1. Okay. And again, number 1 is all about new beginnings, planting seeds, and just letting you know how you're going along your path. All right. So, and like we said, number 3, we broke down number 3. So same here in a number 3 month. It's all about the mindset, thinking, speaking, writing, lifestyle, learning, communication. Also at business expansion, abundance, because during this time frame, you are seeing some fruits, from your labor, either good or bad. You'll see what's, a glimpse of what's working and what's not working. That way you can refine and repeat the process and build further foundations, and plant some more roots. All right. But each number breaks down exactly how things work. And you can research other charts out there, but this is just a simple guide how I can tie the zodiac in with numerology. It's all connected. Okay, guys. But, one is new beginnings, two is about partnership, three is about communication, and just expansion. Four is, goals, setting your goals, getting them plans and foundation. Five is creativity. And at this point, you're ready to make some choices and change because it's the midway point with the number 9, 1 through 9. Okay. So you get ready, you got to make some choices and changes at this point, this to really get things going in the right direction. If not, you will really see what's going on once you reach like 7 or 8. But 6 is all about family, material gains, community, being grateful, for the things that because at this point, you gonna be really grateful because like, man, I done put in some work and I can see that even if, with my mistakes, people, they appreciate me just reaching out and making an effort. And that's what's gonna happen here. 7 is all about, self-reflection, tapping in, make some extra partnerships, give them some love, but it's all about that's really being analytical, reflecting, doing some spiritual enhancements. And 8, it's all about, reaping and sowing, planting a lot of seeds, cause and effect. This is all about executive because you done reached a point where, hey, I done reached the point of self-mastery. Now I'm my own guru. And 9, you really, you tapping into that higher mental faculties and what works, what doesn't work. People cannot get over on you. And even if you made a lot of mistakes during this time frame, you're not going to repeat, the same mistakes. And just for the sake of training, I know we have 10, 11, 12 here. And the way I'm gonna teach it to you guys when it corresponds with numerology, these number 10, 11, 12 are just carryover. All right. Because like it's only 1 through 9 here because 1 plus 0 is 1, right? 1 plus 1 is what? 2. 1 plus 2 is what? Is 3. So it's just gonna repeat itself, guys. But just for the sake of training, if you utilize the system of 12 here, all right, because we do have this 12, number 12 and 13 system in the universe. But just for the sake of training, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It just starts all over again. But what you'll notice that happen if you utilize the zodiac here, even though it's a 10, you'll be start to see the residual from 1 through 9. You'll really start to see some good fruits or no fruit from not doing anything, but you will see some results. People will give you'll notice you'll get some kind of achievement, a little recognition. Okay. And then carry over in that, the second month. Okay. From all these 9 months, you done built some good friendships, or you done really piss some people off. All right. And then number 3, people you didn't, went around this whole wheel, right? And people know like, hey, either you a great communicator or pretty decent, and they love just being around you because your energy, even if you may not have the great communication skills, but people just love your energy. You will see, right around here, this 3rd month after you complete it, where people like would love for you to come around because they just love your energy. All right. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying everything is connected, guys. Don't make this thing complicated. Don't box yourself into a corner, or don't put yourself into a box. Study everything. Leave no stone unturned. All right, guys. But at the end of the day, number 1, you got this. All right. Your thoughts, words, emotion, and actions going to yield your results and your reality. Your experience all these life lessons to test you. That's why you chose to come, on your date and time of birth. That's why you chose that. Okay. All right. So, but these are tests for you to pass, man, you know, or ladies. Okay. This is going to enable you to progress positively along your path. That's why things in your life just keep repeating. Okay. Things are repeating because you have to pass certain tests for you to level up, go to the next level. If not, you're going to keep seeing these events. They may not come exactly around the same time frame every year, but mark my word, you're going to keep dealing with your shadow side until you can face it, because you came here to be great. No matter what number you are, you carry, you came here to be great. That's the only reason you here, period. All right. But this is Chris Thompson. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I know you did. And we're going to keep having fun with these numbers, and we're going to continue along with year number personal year number 2 and month. And we also dive a little bit deeper with these life paths. I'm going to continue on that life path series. Oh, we're going to be continuing along that life path series as well, so we can really learn more about each other, so we can grow together. Okay. But again, guys, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button below. And post a great comment below. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'll add a comment too. But I really appreciate you. Be sure to share this with your friends. If you have friends that love talking about numbers and they see it all the time, and share. Welcome. Tell them. We can do this together, okay? All right. But again, guys, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Have a great day, and I'll be back with another presentation. Until next time, stay grateful and focused. Peace.